My name is Yokana Ibon. Come from Were village, and this is Were parish, Kasarem sub-county. After graduation, my father gave me this piece of land, and I've been using it now for like 3 years. I do plant maize and beans. This is 1.5 acres. When the season goes well, sometimes I get around 35 bags of maize and 20 bags of beans, because sometimes I do intercropping. Then when the season goes bad, sometimes I get up to around 15 bags of beans and 25 bags of maize. Some of the challenges that I've been facing around here is sometimes during, we are mostly attacked by these pests, like pests and diseases, which sometimes hit us. And then drought, like as you have seen, it's very hot. So I would like Young Farmers Champion Network to at least help us to address or advocate such issues. For example, giving us these simple irrigation systems that can help us to overcome this problem of drought. And then also market, sometimes we can produce, the produce can be so good, but the price tends to fall down. So I would also like young farmers to also address for us that issue of prices. As you can see, I am in this piece of land that was given to me by my dad after I finished the campus. So he told me to start from here. He told me, I've given you this land, you can see what to do with it and to make you earn a living. So when I was planning for that, planning for this land, Yofchan came in with some good programs of helping the youth. So I joined the club. That was this very year. And when I joined the club, I was able to learn very many new things. They gave us the seed, and even the seed that I planted in this land was given to me by Yofchan. They gave me 20 kilograms, and I planted this 16 kilograms, and therefore that remained. I replanted recently. I started gap filling. I think you have seen that when I planted, there was no rain. So most of the seeds did not germinate. So I had to replant recently, as you have seen. Most of them are still small, they're still coming up. I really want to appreciate Yofchan for what they have done to us. They have really helped us, more especially the youth in our group. And the community is also very happy about what Yofchan is doing. This land of mine now has become something that has really inspired many youth, and are also willing to join this club. And even the community members, they have really seen that this club is really helping us because of what they have done. As you have seen, there is this disease that has really caused us headache. In those years before I came in, before my father handed over this land to me, he was getting around 45 to 50 bags out of this land. But this year I have seen as if it's going to reduce because of this disease that has really affected the maize. So my cry is to the Yofchan, if at all you can work hand in hand with us, and to those people who deal with these insect or pesticides, to help us to find out the right chemicals that we can use to overcome this disease, then we shall really be very grateful. Another challenge is, of course, the weather. When we planted, the weather was not all that good. We planted and waited rain for almost 3 weeks before it rained. So that one alone also made us to lose a lot of things. What I would also like Yofchan to do to us is to at least engage or bring in more programs, so that the youth who are also not in, like the 5 of us, can also pick interest in the club. They should not only focus in us who are already in the group, but also involve some from outside.
Yes, Mr. Ibon.
Yes, please.
Thank you so much for what you are doing. It's really interesting, so inspiring, and I'm sure you have learned much, you have applied the skills, and way back when we came here, when you have just tilled this land, I said the land was given to you by your dad just because you had just finished campus.
Yeah.
And you had showed interest. You wanted to start also as a, of course, as a man.
Yeah.
You just wanted to have something to begin with. And I'm really interested of what you have done. And I'm sure some people are learning from you. But now, if I may ask you, just from the beginning when you started with your Young Farmer Champions Network, what are that good thing that you feel Yorkshire has done for you, or has inspired even the other youth that we are not supporting?
First and foremost, I really want to appreciate Yorkshire because they are not like other groups who have always come in and deceived the youth.
Yeah.
Yorkshire came in and they implemented what they told us. First, they promised to give us seeds, of which they did it. And as you have seen, this is the seeds that you people gave us, and they are really growing and they are healthy.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's so good. And have you faced some of the challenges, like in terms of when it comes to weeding? Do you weed by yourself? Apart from weeding, do you incur any other challenge, like maybe pests that affects your crops? Maybe some animals which comes in your garden that maybe they graze from here. Do you face such challenges in this garden of yours?
Yeah, there are some challenges that I always face, like weeding. As you have seen, the land is big.
Yes.
That means I cannot weed by myself. I always put in some small money, help me to weed this land.
Okay.
And now, for the case of the pests, it's really this year that we are really facing. As we young farmers, we are really facing a very big challenge. Like me, who have just entered this project of agriculture. There is this pest called the, is it armyworm? It's really eating the maize right from down here, the stem. So it's really, I think it's going to reduce our yields from the various years. Yes.
Sorry. And what are those? What have you done to make sure, or what do you think should be done to make sure this pest that has attacked your garden should be fight against?
I've gotten some solutions from various people that I should use a rocket to spray. But again, some people are telling me they have used rockets and it's not really helping.
Okay.
So I'm still seeking for other ideas from various people to find out which chemical,
that you can use to spray
that can kill the disease.
Okay. Yeah, thank you so much. And maybe if I may ask you, do you have some information that you would like to tell some other youth whom we are not supporting or outside there? What should they learn from you? How should they look at agriculture? How do they look at agriculture? Do they look at it as a business, or it's just work for all people?
To the youth who are outside there, even though you're not being like helped by Yorkshire, I want to tell you that agriculture is so good. As you have seen my land, I'm expecting some good money from this land.
Okay,
that means good. Even if I don't have any job that I'm doing right now, this land is really going to pay me highly.
That's good. Yes. Okay. Well, thank you so much. I think it was really great meeting you.
And it's also great meeting you.
Next time when we come back, I think I'll be in position to see how you're going to harvest.
It will be my pleasure.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome.